animals listening. I don't know who's within earshot. Um, so I messaged Adrian last night and was like, can we talk about this? Because I've been dealing with something for a while that is annoying me. My mood is fantastic. I'm happy. I'm enjoying life. Good things are happening. Like, I'm not sad. And yet, I want to cry every day or every other day, maybe. Like, not hugely, just a little. I'm feeling a little weepy. And then I haven't taken a shower in 2 weeks. My hair was washed because I got a haircut last week, but I haven't taken a shower. So the rest of me is nasty, and I know that. And my dishes haven't been done. Like, I actually did some like half a week to a week ago, but now a spoon is stuck in my thing in the sink, and
Disposal.
my disposal, and I know how to attempt to fix it, which is, but I don't know where the wrench thing is to do it. Not a wrench. Yeah, it is. No, it's an Allen key. I don't know where my Allen keys are. And I haven't passionately looked for them. And because of that, I don't want to put any food down there. And I have a thing from when I had a potluck like a fucking month ago, maybe only 3 weeks, but it's been a long ass time. It still has stuff, like, it's growing. It has a layer that big. And for those of you who can't see us, it's like 9-inch by 6-inch, 8-inch or something. Like, the base has a layer of fuzzy mold in it. And I'm like, that's probably not sanitary. Meh. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't. The only reason I care and want to get this place clean is because Ivan is coming, and I don't want him to see it like this, which means I'm going to tell him it's like this, because I realized, oh, I'm trying to hide my depression from him. That's not good. So I'll still try and get it clean. But I'm not going to hide the fact that it has been this messy. So the point of all this is to say, and this will be the short clip we can use, what does it mean to be depressed? And there, we don't have a conclusive answer, but what does it mean? Does society view it as? What do we view it as? I'm going to be talking to my friend who's in a school to become a psychiatrist. Like, what does it mean?
You want to come on?
Probably I'll ask her.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, actually.
I agree. I don't know how far along she is in school, but that would also be cool to get like a student's view of it before she's gone far.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. So anyhow, but that's the whole point, because it's like I'm not sure it's just the habit of depression, because we've talked about that before, where when you're depressed, it's difficult to get things done, and then once you're not depressed, you got to get back in the habit of doing things. I'm genuinely not sure it's that, because I don't care. That's the part where I'm like, I think I'm depressed right now. I think or should we say it's all nutrition, because I just had a Snickers ice cream bar for breakfast. And a cutie. But still, like, not health, like, so is it nutrition? Is it actual depression? Is it a combination? Is it all of it?
Mm.
Is it because I don't have a uterus anymore? Like, I don't know. I don't think it's that one.
So is it your hormones screwing stuff up?
Yeah, except supposedly I still have my hormones. In fact, I still get zits like once a month. I still, there are like once a month where I'll get especially weepy. And so that part can be excused. And then I'm like, I need all the chocolate. And then I'll get a zit. I'm like, oh, it's PMS. But the daily weepy and the not caring, that's not PMS. That's just meh. So what if the trash is close to overflowing? I'll put a bag on the table and start using that for trash, which I did. Like, that's not fair to my roommate. And it's not helping my subconscious at all either. It's just not. It's not anyway. So that's where I'm like, I don't know. I don't have a conclusion. I just have questions.
I
What are your
think
thoughts?
though, well, I think one thing is good though is that you're recognizing it.
Very true. Because if you don't recognize it, I'm going to be stuck in this pattern of filth. And I don't like a pattern of filth. Although
Yeah.
that's making
Well,
me
and
remember
you
something
know
on.
what happens.
Oh, that one. What? Like where it can go?
I was just gonna, yeah. Yeah, like
Yeah,
your
like when I
whole
was
hoarder episode.
19. Yeah. When I was 19 and complete mess. The funny thing to me, and I say funny as in intriguing. Ivan shared with me something that he feels very, very vulnerable about, and like almost nobody knows. So I'm not going to share the details because that's his story. Um, but he thought I was going to respect him less or look down on him a little because of it, and I'm like, it's circumstances he found himself in that whatever.
Yeah.
Situation, choices, you know. Um, and I'm just like, I told you how I was a hoarder. Like, I wasn't a hoarder, but I was that level filth. I mean, there are some hoarders who are like insanely clean. But if you're watching the hoarder show and you see the disgusting, like, there's maggots in their pile of trash in their, in their living room. Like, I was getting there. I wasn't there. There weren't maggots, but I was on my way there. And so, yeah, like if I didn't have roommates,
I I
if I didn't have Ivan coming, like I would be on the path to that right now. I would be on the path to I don't give a shit.
Mhm.
At least my dogs wouldn't be pooping inside the house because there's a dog door. I'd be safe from that. And I did even hire I still need to pay her. I keep forgetting. Venmo her. A girl from work, coworker. She's adorable. You would love her, Adrian. To come hang out with me for an hour, 15 minutes to help clean. We got like a few things done, but we didn't get any one thing done. But I'm okay with that because it's like, let's work with the ADHD. If my ADHD wants to jump to that, to that, to that, to that, as long as I'm still doing, it's fine. All these things need to be done. It's fine. I didn't stop and do something that didn't matter, but whatever. And the funny thing is, at work, I'm great. I see something out of place, I order it. I'm on top with my customers and stuff. I know what's going on. I mean, I'm not showering there, so that's still an issue, but I don't smell. I have a weird, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't smell. And for those of you just listening, yes, I just sniffed my armpit. Like, I'm going to be
Hold
showering
on.
before Ivan gets here, but
And you
you're
just
doing it too now.
out for a second.
Hold on, what's going on?
Okay, so repeat that because you like. Oh, great.
This part?
Okay, are we good now?
I think so. I can hear you okay now. You don't sound like a
I
robot
think so.
anymore. Do I still sound like a robot?
Okay, good. No, you don't.
So the whole thing where no, I don't stink, that part, because I
I
just
was
sniffed
having
myself.
issues the other day, and I think it's because what were update. So, I was having issues. Dead. So if we get to that point, if we need to do that, then we'll just do that and upload it later.
Okay. Okay. So I don't have answers for this. I think this is a great thing to put out in the world and ask people. And then let's have a follow-up session to be like, okay, this is the not conclusion, but this is the feedback we got. Like, I'm going to ask all my coworkers. I might even ask a customer or 2.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know, haven't heard the previous episodes and stuff, I am now the home sales manager at a local store. We sell furniture and stuff, and I love it because I have missed being out with people. And I finally started doing the stretches and exercises that my physical therapist friend told me to do. My back feels so much better. If I don't do them for a day or 2, it starts to hurt. So, on that note, are we okay with the shift of topic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My mom still wants to do our stockings for us. Not for all of us.
So.
Not for like...
Let.
Oh, sure. One comment or concern or thought?
Well, I was going to say, so one thing I kind of want to bring up with depression, because like, so
yes,
it hard too when I got fired. Okay, so like, I don't know, I know why now, but I was like, why all of a sudden, like, I just feel like being in bed all day, I just wanted to roll up in a little ball and cry. And I noticed the signs of becoming depressed. And I really think that's because, like, especially for what we did as a job, and I'm not saying that any other job is less valuable. I think this can apply to every job.
Oh, hell no.
I feel like I put my heart and soul into that and to helping people.
And you really did, more so than I did. Yeah.
Well, and then I felt like guilty too. Like, okay, because I let them believe in this company that I also believed in the term. And like, what's going to happen to them, because it affects them too, because we're dealing with insurance. Like, it's not just like, oh, well, they can just return.
Someone else will sell you this. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, oh, like people's lives are at hand here, and it's so it really really got to me, like personally, like that.
Totally fair.
It made me feel like the guilt of myself,
which for that one you've had time.
I was like, okay, and I started I'm starting to get depressed, so like I needed, like, even like Dustin to be like, tell me to, not only I need you to tell me to get my ass out of bed, but I need you to get your ass out of bed with me, because otherwise I just want to come back and snuggle.
It's an excuse. So that's like this morning when we were going to record, and I love recording. Right. It's the process of getting up. I was kind of like, maybe Adrian will say, let's do it later. But you didn't, so I got up and we're doing it. Like, someone else slacking a little makes it so much easier.
Honestly, today I was like, dude, this morning, like, because if you listen to my other podcasts, it's like I have the whole Andrew Tate thing that's going on right now. So I was like, all right, I can do that. Plus, I'm gonna go work out at 12:30. I've made that commitment to myself, and like now I have a whole story I can do. So we could push it off, but I was like, no, I need to stick with this. Thank you, because otherwise we'll have another week that we just don't put shit out.
Yeah. And we don't want that, because we actually love this. I was like, we want our listeners to have consistency.
And I'm listening to that girl wash your face that you suggested to me.
Yes. Here's another question that brings up after your comment.
Okay, so I haven't read the whole thing.
No, you're fine.
I'm to the point where it's like, you're more willing to make commitments for other people, and the fact that you'll go ahead and like be like, yeah, okay, I want to do this, and you'll show up because you don't want people to think you're flaky or anything. But you're okay. You do it to yourself. That's not okay.
Flaking on yourself.
Like, you make this.
You need to keep your commitment. I was thinking about that this morning. Okay, here's a question then about her. So, I mean, a part of the book made me cry out of recognizing myself in it and her encouragement, right? Because she was talking about, like,
I still haven't read the whole thing.
Okay, first, yeah. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. It's not. There's nothing earth shattering. One thing that I do really respect and want to give her kudos for is she recognizes that there is a vast difference between chronic depression and being sad on occasion. When she's talking about being sad and stuff and the things you can do to lift your spirits, she doesn't mention it every single time, but she did mention at the beginning, like, this is different. If you have actual depression, that's different. Like, yes, doing these things can help, but it's not going to fix you. Like, this depression is a different beast. Like, she recognizes that, she honors it. And I respect that about her. Because some people, nobody that I associate with for more than one conversation, but some people will be like, oh, did you try praying to make your anxiety go away? Bitch, please. Every day. Like, come on. Like, and sometimes in the middle of panic attack, it does help, but like, it's not going to take away my need for medication. Like, especially when God has told me, hey, you want to fix this? Keep going to your doctor and take the medication. Like, I'm going to keep taking meds. So, point is, I respect that. The other thing that I like is, she, in one part, you'll get to this or you've been there, she mentions abuse and how some people don't start things and they have trauma that's holding them back. And she is so empathetic as she addresses it. And that's what made me cry. I was like, she gets it. She gets how much harder it is to do things when I'm crying now just talking about it, when you've had trauma that shifts the way your brain works, shifts the way your brain thinks about you. And she recognizes that doing these things is going to be hell. And you are capable of it. Like, I love that. I love that. So that being said, so that's on one side. That being said, I reading, you hear about a bit about her marriage and stuff, and I was like, I get curious. So I looked some stuff up, and mainly she mentioned that she used to go to award shows and stuff with her husband because of his job. So I'm like, I want to see her in fancy dresses because I want to visualize her better.
Right.
Looked it up, found out she and her husband got a divorce, which made me sad because divorce is almost never a happy thing. Someone getting out of abuse and stuff, yes, great. I will sing for you. However, most people don't get married looking for divorce. So I'm sad that it led to that, even if it's abuse, because I'm sad that someone was abusive. Not that you should stay with them, but I'm sad that the circumstances were such that divorce was inevitable. Like, yeah.
Right.
Abuse bad, though.
I get it.
Get out.
Get what you're saying.
I'll help you. So I looked into it and I found this article, and basically they were doing, I don't know the exact reasons because I didn't hunt for them. It's their personal life. It's fine. But where it interacts with me, the reader, listener, subscriber to her philosophies, is she was talking about, she and her husband had a podcast going. And as Adrienne and I know, the podcast sometimes takes a couple weeks to come out. So there might have been a 2-week delay on this, but he and she, whatever, they were saying that It's a they. My English mother, like, what is the right? Oh, who cares? They were saying that they were happy that COVID has started, but they're still happy and things are going well. And then on her Instagram, like 6 days after they posted that, so within probably a month of recording, she posted something saying this is the hardest time in our marriage. Like,
Oh.
completely different. And then they got a divorce soon after.
Right.
And I'm just like, how it, she's, my gosh, I'm shedding a ton. So my question there was just, if, like, I personal lives happen. Like, I don't need the people I listen to be perfect. The only one that's gonna be perfect is God, deity, or like Mother Nature, like whatever you want to subscribe to. Like, we humans, not going to be perfect. So, like, I'm okay with her not being perfect. You have a life. It's not just your choices, it's his too. It, whatever, like, circumstances, things happen. I get it. However, the fact that you were lying about it, like, and this just leads to a question about all self-help people, us included. Like, how much should we listen to people? And the thing is with her also, because like some people, they're actual psychiatrists or something. It's like, okay, you have the education backing for it. You're not just talking about your personal life, whereas she is talking about her personal life, lessons she learned. And a part of why I'm like, is because I want to write a book based on my personal life and experiences. I'm not perfect either. I'm screwed up just as much as the next. So, how much do we say, fuck it, who cares? She messed up her life, who cares? Let's glean the good from it and ignore the bad, versus, am I listening to counsel from someone who's messed up? Or maybe that is the key, is to be cognizant and not go hook, line, sinker, just like people in religion. I mean, even in my religion, you guys, I'm Mormon if you didn't know. The leadership actually tells us, pray about this, get your own inspiration, get your own confirmation. However, a lot of the people don't do that. A lot of the people say, believe everything they say without questioning. And it's like, no. So maybe that's the key to, yes, do the self-help. Yes, read the books, but keep in mind, not everything is going to apply to you. Not everything is going to be right for you. So that, like, is that what it is? Where it's like, yeah, this person might have had everything fall apart. That doesn't mean some of this isn't true. Like the part that made me cry, where she's saying it's going to be harder for you, but you can still do it. Like, that still sounds true, right?
100%. 100%. Yeah.
So
100%. I'd say, yeah. Even,
so I can still finish the book.
I would agree with that. Like, okay, so yes. Well, I'm just gonna tell you this right now. Okay, so there are, like, one of them is called Dreamly, and I can get below and all that stuff if you guys are in. It has short stories, so writing book, write like a chapter at a time, and I'll post it, get subscribers that come to you, and so many posts
you are super super like, choppy right now.
Read it, then you get in pieces.
I'm not understanding anything you're saying. Audience, can you hear Adrian clearly?
Because they'd be like, okay, I'm gonna.
Any of our listeners there, I can't actually type to you. I don't know why, but can you all hear Adrian okay? Or did you all leave already? You're choppy. Thank you. I don't know your real name, but you've been here before. I appreciate it. Pippin Quest.
Am I choppy still?
I can hear you better now. Okay, go again.
Sure.
Oh, hello, the sister. Which sister?
Yeah, she's
the one I've met? Or the one with the kids?
the one that you met. Yeah.
The one that I met who lives in Florida. Oh, love you. Okay.
No, you met. Yeah.
I met the one that moved to Florida. Yeah.
Okay. Let's try this. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So there are different there's an app. It's called Dreamly.
The website.
And yeah. No, I mean it's an app. So
yeah.
Basically writers go on there and they schedule like every single week I'm going to put out like a chapter or 2 paragraphs or whatever of my book.
Set their
and
plan
it's being
and not
accountable.
plan.
Right. So they're setting themselves to do
Yeah.
that. And then readers subscribe to that and then you get paid on based off of how many readers actually read your stuff.
Okay.
But
which
it's also
for me it would be who cares about the money. Yeah.
But the accountability, because you have people that are counting on you to get it out. Yes.
Do you give up ownership of your writing?
I'm not sure. We'd have to look into that.
Okay. And what type of writing?
Hold on one sec. I will grab that for you. It's anything. So it's called Dream.
Okay, so nonfiction.
Let me grab you that link right now. You can do anything you want. Like I'm subscribed.
While she does that, you guys, I'm gonna do this as a live actually when I get home from work. Or I'm gonna do it as a TikTok live. Yeah, never mind. My stocking. I got all my stuff for my stocking today.
And by today, you can do it now if you want. And
okay, so I got my stuff because
go ahead.
Perfect. So my mom still does the stocking for me, my sister, and my brother-in-law because sister and brother-in-law live there, so they spend Christmas Day with my mom. And I'm single, so she's like, "Here, let's do it for you." Versus my other siblings who are like married, have kids. They take and live far away. She's like, "You guys take care of yourself. You're fine." But her little girls, she still takes care of. If they wanted it, I'm sure she'd do it for them too. However, that being said, she's not mobile. She can't shop. Like, she can't do it. So she lets us do it. So I have her card on my Amazon. So I just like checked with her, is this okay? And she's like, yep, that's fine. So everything came. And did I buy all of this on Christmas Day because I hadn't gotten around to it? Yep. So it came this week. Absolutely. And this is one that I'm very, very excited for. This is one of my favorite suppliers. They are called Creative Co-op. We will add a link so you guys can shop for it. Look at these. They're measuring.
And by the way, they're not
gold lining.
At all. We're just.
Well, there is a link for Amazon
in person.
So adorable. And I'm gonna have open shelvings once all my roommates leave, which who knows when, because Lee's welcome to stay as long as she wants. But she does want a place that's like perfect for her, so fair. Oh, they're so cute. They're and that one. So cute.
All right, there is the link for you.
Set.
And hey, crazy. Oh my gosh, I love all the Pikachus.
Do you also know Crazy Rapscallion?
Just on like, just through.
Just from this?
Here. Yeah.
Consistent listener? Well, thank you for coming to join us. Okay, I also got this. It is a phone cover. And is it ridiculous? Yes, it is 3D. It has Parfum number 5, which is not my favorite. I don't love Chanel number 5, which it doesn't say that. But my favorite scent is Chanel, so it still counts. Is it the right? You guys, it's the wrong size. I swear I ordered the right size. So that one's going back, and I'm getting the correct size. but it's amazing and I love it. So, not a big deal. Max, whatever. That'll go back. So
we love your face.
So I will get a new one of that.
Too. Both of you.
Right? The sparkles are amazing. And then I also got a facial thing. So I can steam my face because if you only wash your face once a month. What did you think it was?
I saw the box and I was like, ooh, vibrating toy.
No, my mother did not get me a vibrator for my birthday. And by birthday, I mean for my stocking. But it does have some of the tools. I can't get them. They're stuck in there. The pokey tools for zits and stuff, which I'm very excited for because for those of you watching, I'm going to show you. For those of you listening, I have these things like right here, which is just a white dot, like the size of a pen, like, the tip of a pencil. Like it's so small, but it's like a zit that never came out. So it's just sitting there. So it just needs a poke and then a pop out. Like it's just a little ball under my skin. Not a big deal, but it annoys the hell out of me. And then I got this one too. I'm so excited for this one. So for those of you who don't know, which is probably all of you, I love tea time. I have like 15 different teacups and they're adorable. I also have coffee mugs because now I drink coffee too. Like I love tea time. I have 2 teapots at the moment. And they're fantastic.
And
one of them was my grandma's.
Tea party for your birthday.
Yes, we did have a tea party for my birthday at a tea place. And I have even the strainer. So when you make tea, you can have loose leaves in the teapot and then pour it and it like catches the leaves as you pour it into the cup. Like I have shit. I love tea. So anyway, so I got this as well because I've been wanting it for forever and I'm finally like, fuck it, let's do it. And my mom said yes. So same company that did the measuring cups. It's a teapot. Not a kettle. Don't put this on the stove. Right? So a teapot is different than a tea kettle, you guys. Tea kettle can go on the stove or be plugged in, depending on which kind you have. I have both. I have a cute tea kettle that is teal, and then I also have one that you just plug in. A teapot does not go on the stove, but it is where you pour the hot water.
That reminds me of my dog.
Oh my gosh, 1,000%. And ideally, with these, you also will put some hot water in and like spread it around to get the stone a little bit warmer before you pour in all the actual hot tea and stuff, so that it like you warm it a little before you warm it a lot, kind of thing. Anyway, we're not done. So one thing, I left it over there, so I'm not opening it for you guys, but it is 2 head wraps, just headbands with little bows on them for when I do facials / with the steamer. You only do that like once a week, and then I'll give myself the facial kind of thing. But also for just washing my face nightly because I'm supposed to do that apparently instead of once a month. The other thing is, at my job, I told you I work at a furniture store. So when we have the dimensions of things online, sometimes we were like, oh, do you have a measuring tape? Because they want to measure specific things, get different depths, the height of the arm, whatever. So we often grab our measuring tape. We have like 4 or 5 at the cash register and walk them over to the customer. Or they'll ask, a lot of our furniture can come in different colors and things, or rugs and whatnot. And so we're often walking back and forth, checking the name of a product, checking on like, okay, which size did you want in which color? Oh, wait, what was it again? Like, so I've been like, you know what? It would be really handy if I could have my phone so I could take a picture of the label for some things, a pen and paper for the things where it's like I'm changing stuff, but this item, this color, this size, these options, right? And a measuring tape with me. However, I wear dresses at work. Those don't come with pockets. So, and it's a furniture store. Fanny packs have made a comeback. A lot of our furniture is leather.
Wait, fanny packs have made a comeback?
Yes, but not the ugly ones from our youth. But look at this. This is a fanny pack. Like, but it's cute.
Okay, that is pretty cute. It is
right?
cute for a fanny pack. I will.
Yeah,
I
so
will
it has a
say
belt.
that yes.
Yeah, not the huge like monstrosity that is an extra ass. Like, no, not those. But just this little guy that can sit just on the right side of my hip kind of thing, and I can hold my phone. Can it hold my phone? Okay, it is slightly too small for my phone. Then I'll leave my phone at the cash wrap. Yeah, like barely. I think it's a 12 Pro Max or something. I don't know. It's huge. But like it can fit in there, but it's snug, so I can leave it. But the idea is I can easily fit a pad of paper and a pencil in there and a measuring tape for, having it with me for customers.
Yeah. That's amazing. I love that. And I know we totally got off topic of what depression means, but that's okay. I'll cut this into sections.
We'll have to. Well, honestly, some of it is
again though.
Find joy where you can.
Yeah.
It applies. Anywho, you were gonna say real quick though.
But I do think though, like having a purpose and having, if you did the Dreamlight thing and made it like a schedule every week and you're like, I have to, it could help. And then not only does it help with your habits, but it could help with your depression as well.
It's true, because while depression won't be fixed, chronic depression, the kind that's chemicals in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my freaking monitor keeps blacking out. It's not going to be outright fixed by habits.
Mm-hmm.
It can certainly be helped by habits, and I'm on medication as well. So habits plus the medication. Like a friend of mine, a guy, he got a divorce and he said he hated the medication. He got off them and just started working out and stuff and got better. I'm like, well, yeah, of course. That's a situation that caused deep, deep sadness. That's not a chemical effect.
Right.
And yes, for some people, medication can still help you get out of that phase. But medication isn't going to be the answer for everyone. And talk to your doctor, come up with a plan. But for me, no, it's a chemical issue. This is not bad habits. It's a chemical issue, and I have bad habits, but they are not.
It's both.
Yeah, it's both separate issues.
But not only Dreamly, but I actually know too that you can do Amazon KDP, and they have like weekly things now too, where you post a little bit, and then every week you post. So I mean,
interesting.
I can even do like a live where I show you how to do it all. I haven't I know how to do it, but I'm not an author. I've never wrote that stuff. I know how to do that because I've taken a course on KDP and so
my problem is I'll be going back and editing and stuff. I don't want to have a finished because I don't have a full outline and my brain doesn't work sequentially. I just realized that would be the problem. So maybe if I did it, it wouldn't be like book and I'm doing one chapter. It would be like one story from the book, because then I can move it around and there would be a way to still do it. Yeah. The other thing is I found someone on Fiverr who is an editor and can help people get started. And I'm like, and it would be $500 for like 2-3 months. I don't remember, of her reading my content as I do it, getting back to me and stuff. So I'm like, that might be worth it because it's not just words.
Hard.
Something. Words hard. It's not simply readers. It's actually like she's an editor and helping you focus and know what you're going to write about at the beginning versus at the very end kind of deal.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
No, totally.
So I might do that. But I might do that once I've like gotten in the habit of actually writing every single day, because if I'm not in the habit of writing every single day, it would be 1,000% waste of my money.
Gotcha.
Because then anyway, it is now 11:30. I have to go get dressed. And on that note, I moved my dress over. I bought a new dress at work because I get half off and it's really cute and I think I'm gonna wear it.
You totally should.
I'll post it to our TikTok so you guys can see our TikTok, because I'm an old lady, you guys. I mean, did you see my glasses? Did you see my teapot? Did you see how excited I am about fucking measuring cups? I'm an old lady with a fanny pack. So
with a fanny pack. Yes.
So point is,
oh my God.
A good teapot.
It is.
A good teapot is amazing. Yeah, and I had to even check, although it's interesting to me. You can tell it's not hand painted. They missed that. But like it creates more than one cup of tea. This one creates 8 cups of tea. Like, that's important. Anyway.
Hey Pippin, have you seen my one? Because it's amazing.
By the way, Pippin is one of our listeners who is writing, and it's actually Adrian's sister. And she's commenting on how she loves mugs and all the things and teapots and stuff. So for content. So Adrian is going to do a TikTok of that. So her sister and all of you can see her. What was it? Which one?
My R2D2 one.
R2D2. I was forgetting his name. Anyway, hey, you guys, we love you. Thank you for being here with us. I am going to go to work after 2 weeks of no shower. And I'm just going to put my hair up in a messy bun because that's what I do. And I'll probably shower. Also, I didn't get my car washed, even though there's shit in it still. Like just residue.
I forgot to tell you.
What?
The car wash hurt Dustin's car. Like,
oh shit. Okay, we'll have to go into that later. We have to go into that later because I really do need to go.
Okay, bye.
But what are you doing Sunday? I'll text you. Love you guys. Follow us, like and subscribe. If you review us, if you like us, we will post that story.
Okay.
We will post that story, but let's do it later, okay?
I'll go. I'll just stay on and
she'll stay on and finish it. Bye.
Yep. Bye. Okay. You need this story. So Dustin yesterday went into the car wash, and then all of a sudden, the brushes are doing its thing, and all of a sudden he heard a kaboom, and the car wash took off. So on his truck, he has on the top of it, like the railings, and it ripped off one of the railings, like the brush did. The brush literally ripped off one of its railings. And so we filled out a report with them right there while we were there. And we're waiting to hear back from them today to see what they're going to do about it. I'm like, really? We just got a car accident, just got this new car, and then this happens. I'm just glad I wasn't the one that was driving it. I know. It really is like, Yeah. That just happened yesterday. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to go too because I need to clean up a bit and then I'm going to go work out with my other sister. So, anyway, okay. See ya.